It's 5 minutes to mash a potato, not even.
Oh, it's fun. You got to get out the masher and go to town. I mean, stack functions, like put some stuff into it.
Make a regime. That's the workout right there. 5 calories right there. Hi, I'm Beth, holistic health consultant and founder and creator of Yummy You, and I'm here talking to Joeva, who is a nutritionist and a prenatal and postpartum doula, as well as yoga instructor. And we're talking again with people who live out the healthy living lifestyle and the healthy living world. And we're talking about the day of Thanksgiving and how to handle that in more of a holistic, nurturing approach rather than using it as a binge day, which is the catalyst to an entire 2-3 months of binging, and suddenly you're left in the New Year's with happy birthday 20 pounds and you don't know how that happened. And Thanksgiving is kind of the day that sets that off. So talk to me about what you do the morning of Thanksgiving.
Just having a good time, playing music, dancing around, being a dork. You know, that's what that day is about. It's definitely
it's
not
about being a dork on Thanksgiving. Talk to me about maybe what's your typical breakfast for a Thanksgiving? Because some people starve until that binge day. What would you typically have?
I wouldn't recommend that approach.
Doesn't work, people.
In the morning, you definitely want to put some fuel in the tank, and it can be something light. For my body, does better with a little bit of protein just because it stabilizes my blood sugar and that prevents me from feeling like at the mercy of everything.
Yes. Talk to me from a nutritional side. What are some things that people can what are some healthy options people can find on the day of Thanksgiving?
That's a day where we can kind of just relax and enjoy the pleasure of food, which is something that I think many of us, women and men, are very deprived of actually enjoying our food. We're scarfing something down when we're in the car on the way to work. We're analyzing what's in this or what's in that because we need to be conscious of the proliferation of genetically modified foods and the proliferation of processed foods. So, it may be the case that you might be conscious of making choices that feel better in your body on that day. If you're hosting, you're in a unique position because you kind of have control over what's going on the table. So that's great. And I would just say making sure that it's as close to nature as possible. So you want to stay from the mixes, the powdered potatoes, and get an actual potato, mash it up yourself. If you're going to put butter in it, make sure that the butter is organic, grass-fed, ideally. Raw is even better. Just making sure that the quality of the ingredients that you're using is as pure as possible, and it's going to taste better. It's going to really enhance the flavor of the food.
I'm curious because I do have clients who have a goal of losing a lot of weight and they don't want to lose that. They want to enjoy Thanksgiving, but they also want to stick to their goal.
Stay in your body, stay engaged. You can even, Deepak Chopra talks about this, like putting your hand on your belly. And your belly will tell you right then and there when it's time to do the exercise of pushing the plate away.
So you literally just put your hand, that's a great exercise to take with you. You literally, and I can be talking to her, she doesn't know what I'm doing. We're having a Thanksgiving conversation. Hi, how are you? And I've got my hand on my belly. And is it just feels like you can feel that it's full or?
Absolutely, you can just take a couple deep breaths there and you'll notice that if you can really fill up with breath, you're doing okay. If you get to the point where there's not enough room to breathe fully,
oh God,
we've probably already gone past the point.
What inspired you to get into nutrition? And also being a prenatal postpartum doula is, I think, very specific. So just talk to us about your journey kind of getting there.
Through being a yoga teacher and through being a doula, I ended up doing a lot of health counseling kind of inadvertently. A traditional dietitian will oftentimes prescribe, here's what you do in this situation or that situation. I really like to work with people to discover and kind of experiment, to discover what is their unique diet plan that works for their body at this specific point in time. My draw to be a doula, unbeknownst to me, was more about kind of healing my relationship to the feminine that had been really demolished through years of not only acting and modeling, but also just trying to be a woman on this planet at this particular point in time.
So tell me, what is one food that you absolutely go back for thirds and fourths in Thanksgiving?
Ooh, thirds and fourths. I'm not really a thirds and fourths kind of girl, but I'll tell you what gives me the most pleasure is a really nice piece of pecan pie. I'm ivyjoeva.com, and that's Joeva, and then Ivy just spelled like the plants.
Fantastic, and so you do nutrition, she does prenatal and postpartum working with pregnant women as a doula.
As a doula.
and also yoga instructor too. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
And I
like
teach
mind, body,
prenatal
soul.
yoga as well.
Do you really? And
Yeah.
you'll be, I think you're holding an upcoming workshop too in the new year, yeah?
At Exhale, yeah,
At
probably
Exhale.
late December, early January.
Okay, fantastic. So
Yeah.
people can stay on board too, or probably go on to your site and keep updated with that.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of
Yeah,
your
my
knowledge and
pleasure.
expertise, and have an amazing Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
An amazing pecan pie. And thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Beth.